welcome back to my channel. Now today we're going to be doing a review or reaction or both to Attack on Titan Season 4 Part 2 Episodes 6 and 7, because I didn't do 6 last week. Sunday was hectic as hell for me, so that was just not possible. So I decided to just combine them into both. I mean, I could have released it a bit later, but nah, I just wanted to combine them into both. So anyway, let's get on with it. I apologize again, and I think this is going to be a little bit of a scattered review. It's not going to be one of those where I go structured, because I didn't even write my notes. Like, usually I have notes and I just go one by one and I go, okay, let me tackle this, that. This one, I think I'm just going to go random. So let's start off with episode 6, and let's start off with what's happening with the scouts and everything. So this episode kind of felt like old school season 1 Attack on Titan, because this was when, like, you know, all the scouts were basically, well, not really the scouts. Most of the scouts are kind of turned into Titans, which is in this episode too. But more or less, the last remnants of the military was going all Attack on Titan slaying on them business. Like, bro, literally when all of them were coming back and doing all the Attack on Titan slaying, like, I literally was reminded of season 1, especially when they were playing the music. Like, you know when Sawano plays that, like, nice, I believe it's usually, I can't remember because this was like, I watched this episode like 5 days ago, but I think it's when they play English, Japanese singers singing English words and playing that harder rock, you know, that Sawano type music. That was what was going on as they were slaying all these Titans, and it was fun. Obviously, it was a bit emotional when we got to Pixis, because, man, the way Pixis got turned into a Titan was rude. Like, bro, and I was actually kind of sad. I felt for that, because Pixis was a cool character. So, all the way from season 1, bro, and Pixis got turned into a Titan. Bro, that was sad, but other than that, man, all the Titan slaying, very, very reminiscent of season 1. I just had nostalgia and fun with that. Other than that, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I think this is the episode where Gabby saved, what's-her-face, the girl who was angry at her about Sasha. I really can't believe I've got I think it's Kaya. But yeah, so I think she saved her, and she had that pose of the Sasha pose, which was very interesting, very cool, very nice shot. Like, obviously it was a parallel to show, oh, look, she's like Sasha, but them going through that whole Sasha plotline, I actually really like that, actually, that the fact that it wasn't just Gabby popped Sasha and we just left it as is, and it actually just continued all the way through. Because bear in mind, killing off Sasha was very big. Like, that's a very big character you killed off, right? Even though I got that spoiled for me the day before the episode came out, flipping Twitter. Anyway, that was last year. But anyway, back to the thing. Yeah, having that parallel and having them just have this whole relationship between them and Sasha, so interesting, and it allowed Gabby to have depth. That's why when people are still like, oh, F Gabby and all that, I'm like, yeah, she did something mad, but it is what it is, man. This is the world of Attack on Titan. Stuff like this happens, and at least she feels bad. Like, if she didn't feel bad and she was like, yeah, I killed these guys and it was fun, it's a different story. But she seriously felt bad, so that's good. And that's going to hold her. Bear in mind, she's a child. That's going to hold her for the rest of her life. So I don't know what more suffering she could do. The next is just to rot in jail, but this is Attack on Titan. Everybody should be in jail. Like, you know, it is what it is. So that was pretty interesting. And obviously that leads on to the next episode. Other than that, man, the way it ended, I think it ended on Connie trying to take, what's his name? Falco to go and feed him to his mom. That was deep. Because I think it happened midway through the episode. I can't remember too much, but it was deep because you can't, like, this is the enemy, right? And he's got the power to turn anybody back. Like, literally, if you throw this guy into somebody's mouth, you can revive someone. Well, not revive, but revive a Titan into a human. So they could even have saved Pixis, in all honesty, but not worth it. He's kind of old. But I understand, like, you understand why Connie wants to do what he's doing, but you're just like, come on, are you really going to feed a child to his mom? But then are you going to tell him, hey, don't save your mom? Like, do you get what I'm saying? It's a very hard conundrum. This is what I like about Attack on Titan, is the decision making. All these decisions. You could do this, but what will happen if this will happen? Or, I understand why you want to do that. I understand why I can't stop you, but I want to stop you and I want to go through my ideals. Like, obviously, it's not as deep as the choice of Erwin or Armin. That was the best choice in Attack on Titan. That was the best, like, decision making. Like, that episode was mad, ridiculous, and I want more shows to do that, like moral choices. But it's very interesting that Colin's just like, nah, I don't care. I'm gonna feed my mom. We've done some effed up stuff. Aaron's gonna kill everybody. I'm going to get my mom back, and fair enough. Like, obviously, me personally, I think it's a bit harsh to throw a kid away to save your mom. but I understand. It's like if it was you and it was your mom turning into a Titan, what would you do? Do you get what I'm saying? So that was very, very sad and interesting. Other than that, I can't really think. Oh, right. Of course. At the end of that episode, Annie woke up, and that was the big, oh, god damn, like, Annie's awake, and that was crazy, because, bro, literally, since season 1, she's been frozen, so it's mad to see her all the way back, bro. She went through, she hasn't, she's literally been sleeping, and a different studio took care of Attack on Titan, like, so, obviously, the running joke, I think, in the community was, man, Annie, imagine all the stuff we gotta tell you when you wake up, bro. If you see the stuff that's happening, like, that recap episode must have been mad. But, coming on to episode 7, right? Obviously, she didn't have to have a recap episode because it turns out she was listening to everything that Armin and, what's her name? Fitch, yeah. Armin and Fitch said, right? She listened to everything. She because her consciousness could do that. Makes sense. She's a Titan. I'm not surprised she could do stuff like that. But that's the question now is I wonder if Armin, how much of his feelings he's told to Annie, because he still has Bertholdt's feelings for Annie. So we're gonna wait and see. That's gonna be a very interesting meeting when Armin and Annie meets up, because Annie was already not protecting, but she was cool with Armin, I would say, obviously, because she didn't kill him in season 1. You know, the famous hood scene when she lifts his hood up, looks at his face, and leaves him. But that's going to be very, very interesting when they meet. But obviously, Annie wakes up, right? And she's talking to Helen Fitch. I know everything was happening, more or less. And finally hearing about her backstory, because I think we knew about her, I thought it was her granddad, but it's her dad, right? I don't know why I always thought it was her granddad, but it's her dad, yeah. We knew about that, but we didn't understand what drove her, because we just thought, oh, she got trained and that was pretty much it. Like, you know, she's a warrior in Mali and that's it. But it's that whole story, her backstory was pretty interesting. Like, this girl's willing to sacrifice anything in order to go. Actually, I think we kind of did know that. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here. I think she did mention that she was willing to sacrifice anything to go back to her dad, to be honest with you. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think she did mention that earlier, now I think about it, because it's flashing back to me. But it was interesting to see that whole backstory. Is very, very interesting. Even the fact she got trained. Now I'm even more, like, stumped as to why Annie lost to Eren. Because, bro, if you see the training she got trained for years, fam. How did she lose to Eren? Like, bro, I mean, granted, it was her, it was a bunch of other, like, scouts too, but come on, man. Like, you should have wiped the floor with Eren, man, if you had all that combat training. I don't buy it. But, anyway, yeah, so that happened, and we're basically, Fitch is trying to get Annie, I guess, to safety or to go home, being able to just let her leave the island. Makes sense. I mean, she's not, what is she gonna do now? Like, turn into a Titan and do what? Eren's already started the rumbling. Like literally, that's where we're at right now. Other than that, Armin and Mikasa's conversation was pretty interesting, because Armin is, like, stumped, and I don't blame him. I mean, bro, like, Eren has done the most, like, nothing can top the rumbling, like, literally in the Attack on Titan world. So Armin's just like, I don't know, man, like, fam, got no idea what to do. It's all on you. I don't know. I mean, not like that, but he's more thinking of, at least his brain is still working, which is cool. I mean, not working like if he's dumb or anything. Working as is, he's still, like, thinking, okay, what's our next steps? But it has nothing to do with taking down Mali or any attack. It's just protect now. Like, he's on protect mode. Like, all right, let's try and get Falco back. We can use that to liaise, to have what's her face, Peak and I think, was it Peak and Reiner on their side. Then that at least that will be able to, like, soften the blow, and we have some of the Titans on our side, because, like, what are they gonna do? Like, Eren's already taken over. Then also he was thinking about how to stop Connie, and then how to protect everybody else, and all that. But he literally, and as soon as Mikasa was like, oh man, what about Eren? He's like, no, what? Like, what do you expect? Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, what do you expect me to do against Eren, bro? He's got millions of Titans running to destroy the what? Are you gonna stop that? Like, so I don't blame him for being so stumped, because what the hell is he gonna do? And even the fact he said, I felt bad for him when he was like, Erwin should have been alive, not me. Fam, even Erwin, bro. Do you know what Erwin would have done? Erwin would have sat down and just smiled, bro. Like, he would have been smiling, seeing, like, that, like, what was it? I think it's his I forgot. I think it was his teacher or something. It was like, oh my god, everything you said was fire, bro. Like, this life is lit, bro. Like, what I'm seeing right now is lit, bro. So, I mean, maybe he would have controlled the situation a bit better. But come on, let's be real. Erwin cares more about seeing all this stuff than to freaking save people, bro. So, I mean, you made don't worry, you're still the right choice. So, as much as I love Erwin and he's a banging character. But anyway, I think the last thing we left it on was Connie and Falco. Here's the question, do you think Connie is going to have second thoughts about throwing Falco to his mom? Because you're thinking, man, I'm deceiving this kid, I'm going to throw him and feed him. But Falco's already thinking of how to get the hell out, so that's good news. But I really wonder, actually that wasn't even the last thing, there's something else that happened, which is heaven sent. But yeah, that's going to be a very big moral choice for Connie. Because, man, feeding a kid just like that, who really hasn't done much wrong, he hasn't done anything wrong just to save your mom, it's kind of effed up too. So you got to think about it like that. Your mom's more or less already dead. Yes, you can save her, but you're really going to end the kid's life just because of it. At least with Berthold done some bad stuff. Like, he literally killed a lot of your friends. So at least that's different. But not with Falco. That one is just harsh. Anyway, last scene was Peak, and I forgot who that commander's name was, but Peak and Commander finds Hanji and Levi. Levi is alive, thank God. Now, if there's one person, I mean, even Levi is, I don't know how he does it, but if there's one person who gives you at least the upper hand into trying to stop Eren, at least there's Levi. But man, let's see how strong the damage is on Levi. I want to know, because even Hanji's like, this guy refuses to die. I want to see if this guy is still able to do anything in terms of fighting a Titan. Because, man, I don't know, man. And granted, there's one thing I even forgot to mention. What's interesting in this episode is, well, number one, John got broken by Flock. I forgot his name, bro. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but Flock or Fox or whatever his name is, right? Because literally he's taking control of the situation, like, heavily. Jean, like, he's even telling us, Jean, we're done, man. This is it. This is all the fight. You're done. So I don't blame, like, Jean for just being, like, stunned, because he's like, this is literally what they be fighting for, freedom. They're free now. Eren's literally about to do it. And that's what is interesting about this, like, the whole Attack on Titan thing, is that Eren has mighty made people free, but he's done some real bad stuff. I mean, look at the destruction. People are dying. Civilians are dying just because the Titans are running. He's not stopping it. He doesn't care. He just wants to get freedom for anybody who's left, right? Even the people of people of Paradis are even saying this. They're like, man, Eren's killed a bunch of my family members. He's destroyed my house. But some of them are like, man, he's killed my... I think one of them was like, man, he killed my son, but I don't care. We're all getting free. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's like the price of freedom. Either way, they would have been killed by Marley. So it's like, which one? Like, which suffering are you going to take? So it's a very interesting conundrum with Attack on Titan. And I really love what they do all the time. Like, I really love these questions they bring up and the moral choices, because you understand both points of view. Like, both of them can plead their case in court. So it's very interesting. But anyway, that's my ramble and rant or talk about episode 7, episode 6. I really enjoyed Attack on Titan. We still have another, 5 episodes to go. I'm hearing that the manga goes a bit longer than the 5 episodes. So the question is there going to be a part 3 or a movie? It depends on Mappa. If Mappa really wants to make money, they'll make a movie. But I would like a seasonal ending, in my opinion. But if they really want to make bread, I mean, let's be real. You put that thing in cinemas, man. It's like Attack on Titan. That thing will break Demon Slayer's record. Let's be real. Like, it will make more than $500 million US dollars overall. I mean, bro, it will make bread. So who knows, man. But anyway, those are my thoughts and reaction to episode 6 and 7. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know in the comment section and open to discussion. Thank you very much for watching again. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel for more on pop culture and entertainment. I hope you have a great day. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon. All right.